the sacred topic of truth, I got another email. I'm not going to tell you who I got it from, but I got it from somebody in response to a discussion that we had last night. And I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay, this was a direct response to the conversation that we had last night. To a conversation that we had last night. See if you can figure out which one. It says, so you and chat get into it about the truth. Stream after stream. These endless, horrible tirades about the truth. About various things. Where no understanding is gained and no resolution is reached. Your job isn't to be right about things, but I want to help you understand how you might start getting better at being right. Plato emailed you. Okay. A non-comprehensive list of things about the truth. And I'm doing this because the truth is in quotation marks, right? Alternative facts, guys. Do we need to ban them? Keep listening. Number one, something can be right in ways that don't matter. A lot of things are always right, but never matter. Something being right can matter in one context, but not matter in another. There are a lot of voices I could choose to read this in. Ben Shapiro, actually, or any of those, or the other, like the Timmy voice, whatever the fuck. I'm choosing not to do any of that because I don't want to make fun of this person. Okay? That's not my goal. That's not what I want to do. Okay? And the other reason I'm not doing the stupid voice is because I really want you to pay attention to what they're saying. Instead of me doing a stupid voice. I want your fucking brain focused on the words that are said here. Okay? Number two. False things can support something that is true. And true things can support something that is false. The trueness or falseness of these things that support another thing often has nothing at all to do with how true or false the conclusion is. Only certain, very specific and relevant things are the things to which a conclusion can draw its support from, and only if the conclusion and premises are phrased very carefully and if we are thinking about them in the correct context. And sometimes a false thing is useful. To solve a problem, we sometimes utilize something we know is false. False is not synonymous with bad, and true is not synonymous with good. Number three, all truth is approximate. Truth is contingent on the specific domain in which you're having a conversation about something. There are some things that are true in one field and false in another. Additionally, historically, almost all theories that have gained acceptance have later turned out to be false. But people weren't stupid. Really, we aren't smarter than people from the past. We've just arrived at different ways of understanding and explaining things. These will eventually also be phased out. Number four, we don't and never will see reality one-to-one. We have only our observation through the senses, and this is always biased. Number five, articulated already in some ways, but there is no theory of everything, at least not yet. This means that we have to change our modes of thinking depending on the context we are thinking of something in, and question assumptions that work in one context when we move to another. Number six, most importantly, we know less than most people are comfortable with. If you spend your entire life studying one thing, you'll feel like you know nothing about it. I hope this helps you be right about things. Even if you're being right in a way that doesn't matter, which is most of the ways you can be right. And the only thought I had as I finished reading that was that is a lot of words to say that you love piss. Because last night we spent about an hour debating whether or not squirt is pee. And how many times did I say the objective truth is that squirt is piss? The objective truth is that squirt is piss. Okay? And this was the most condensed form of copium any of us maybe have ever fucking seen. Okay? Because it is objective truth. Objective truth. Okay. This thing that you wrote, okay, this thing that you wrote has a lot of, frankly, fluff in it. There are some things in here that I think are you make sense here and there, okay? Like you make sense here and there with this with a few things. But none of it changes the fact. Like I agree with some of what you're saying, of course, but like none of it changes the fact that squirt is piss. I'm sorry to tell you that. Okay? Like I Mike, it's not. It is! And we did look it up. There is no context where squirt is not piss. There's no alternative way of examining something to find out that squirt is not piss. There's no scenario where in 200 years from now, they fucking say, man, Copernicus was right. Fucking squirt is not piss. And you get exonerated. Squirt is piss. Squirt's always gonna be piss. Okay? You're not fucking Copernicus. Okay? You're not being persecuted for your beliefs that squirt isn't piss. Okay? It's piss. It's piss and nobody cares that it's piss. Just admit that you like piss and we can move forward. Okay? It's piss. It's piss. We're talking about this again. We're talking about this again because I got a fucking philosophy dissertation about why squirt isn't piss. Okay? Now listen, I respect you and I respect this email. I appreciate the email. Thank you. But I need you to understand that squirt is piss. And I need you to acknowledge that all this shit you're saying, there are objective truths in the universe. There are objective truths. I understand what you're saying about our limited, sense of perception. And we're limited by what our five senses can gather with those five senses. And there are things that will inherently be unknowable. You're right about all of this stuff. But squirt is piss, dude. And that's okay. Right? And that's okay. That's it. Just fucking accept it. We respect you. If you like piss, I don't judge. I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm gonna laugh at it. But that doesn't mean that I don't respect it. I don't hold it against you. Okay? I don't judge you for it. Okay? I get it. Okay? As a pisshead, I'm glad you're saying this. It's fine, okay? Because again, it's one of those things that's not hurting anybody, whatever, okay? It's funny, I'm gonna laugh at it, but you know what? Whatever. As long as you're not hurting anybody, okay. Alright? It's funny. Again, you have to acknowledge it's funny. Okay? present data based on ultrasonographic bladder monitoring and biochemical analysis indicate that squirting is essentially the involuntary emission of urine during sexual activity, although a marginal contribution of prostatic secretions to the emitted fluid often exists. Okay, you want to go argue with where'd that come? That came from like Stanford University. TechMec, thanks for 15 months. Where did they? We're not shaming anybody here. We're just. We're coming to terms with objective fucking reality and objective truth. Okay, guys? Mike, please read it again in the Homestar Runner voice. No. I deliberately did not want to fucking put this guy on blast like that. Okay? I just want to know if guys can squirt. Right? So, all I'm saying is, I don't remember what was I saying? You at this point, you have to go take it up with like the fucking scientists who did the study. Okay? You have to go question their methods. You have to go question how they define urine. Okay? But I'm going to choose not to do that. And I think most rational people are going to choose not to do that, okay? So if you wanted to, you go take that up with them. You go take up with them their methodology or maybe how they define reality. You go take that up with them, dude, okay? All right, because this logic that you used is the logic that probably like flat earthers will fucking use that logic and come at you with that shit. When all else fucking fails, when they can't produce evidence to fucking confirm their hypothesis, they will tell you that, they'll start saying shit about our perception of reality and shit like that. Okay, it's you got to give it up, man. You got to give it up. I can't believe we're having day 2 of this argument. Let's put it behind us, guys. Squirt is piss. Final word.
Thanks, but I have a social status to uphold. You have fun without me, SpongeBob.
See you tomorrow for day 3.